Welcome back to another episode of The Natty Teacher. I'm, of course, your host. Who else but The Natty Teacher? And today, we got a leg day. Our leg A session, to be exact. That's what we're looking at. That's what we are working with. So what does that look like today? Well, let's get into it. First and foremost, we'll get in there, get warmed up, get the hip flexors warmed up, the glutes, the quads, all that kind of fun jazz, even the hamstrings and lower back, all that. I usually do a little warm-up circuit, for a lack of better terms, just to kind of get the legs firing on all cylinders. Then we'll jump into our first move of the day, which is just some adductor work. And after adductors, we go into lying hamstring curls. After lying hamstring curls, we will go into our leg extensions, really loading the crap out of those bad boys. And then after that will be Smith machine squats. And then after Smith squats, we'll go into abductor work. And after abductors, we will go into our machine toe press. And that is the session, ladies and gentlemen. That is the session. It is a brutal one, to say the least. It's a tough one, a challenging one for sure, but one that I'm excited to get into. It is, again, one of those workouts that, there's a couple sets of this workout I think about all week, put it that way. Especially like my top set of Smith squats. Like I'm kind of actively thinking about that top set, pretty much from the time I do this workout until the time I do it again, that next week. I'm pretty actively thinking about that next set. Food has been brought down a little bit. We are still in a caloric surplus, but I'm just trying to clean up a little bit. Again, I've just been running into some, digestive issues and, just trying to kind of get my gut cleared up and get it reset a little bit. I think we just spent not way too long, but too long in a pretty large surplus. And so now I need to, dial that back in, bring food down to a proper amount while we are still in a surplus, of course, but bring food back down to a proper amount and, go from there. So that is what we did. And so I'm going to run this diet for a couple weeks, see if that helps kind of, clear up digestion, kind of clear up some, issues with that, and go from there. That is the plan. So, yeah, man. So we're 2 meals in. Sorry, that's my allergies are horrendous right now. 2 meals in, about 2 liters of water in as well for the day. Pre-workout has been popped. Intra-workout has been sipped on a little bit at least. And, just a couple minutes till we get to the gym. So I'm going to get in there, get warmed up, get ready to rock and roll, and I will catch you guys for the top set of my first movement, which is adductors, coming at you right about now. All right, as promised, to get us started in this leg A session, we got some adductor work. We went up, I believe, 5 pounds from the previous week. Usually try to shoot for pretty close to that 8 rep range or so. I believe this top set in this session was 7 or 8. So this was last week's leg A session. I'm actually currently on a 4-day rest period from the gym. Usually I take a full week off during the summer and a full week off at Christmas. I actually missed my full week off in June because I was kind of like right in the middle of training block. So I just ran another training block. And so I decided to take like 4 days off from the gym rather than a complete week. And it feels great so far. Loving it. So 2 working sets here. Then we have some lying hamstring curls. Again, top set really trying to keep closer to that 10 rep range or so. Back off set closer to 12. That's where I really, really feel this exercise the most. Again, I've done top sets closer to 6, a decent amount heavier than what I'm using right here. And I just don't feel it as much. Don't get me wrong. It's not a bad thing. It's just not really for me. You got to play with the rep ranges that you feel like work for you the most with different exercises. And they will vary for sure. So again, top set here, I believe we did do a total set of 10. And then again, our back off set, we did a total set of 12. So really pushing ourselves to the limit here and just going, man, go. It's okay to train to failure. That is okay. Just make sure that you can recover outside of the gym and you will be good. Anyways, third exercise, leg extension. Really trying to get, you can see that I'm really, really allowing those legs to stretch as far as the machine will possibly allow me to go without any exterior attachment, of course. So really, really getting that nice full stretch at the bottom, really stretching those quads out, and then getting that nice contraction at the top. So again, top sets here, 10 to 12 reps, back off sets, I would say closer to 12 to 15 or so, keeping the reps a little bit higher here and just plowing through this bad boy. So it felt really, really good. Added weight from the previous week. It definitely added weight. I think I added some reps too. It felt awesome. This one, speaking of added weight, this was a 15-pound jump from the previous week. So throwing in Smith squats fourth in my routine has definitely been a challenge for sure, but I've been digging it. This was heavy though, at least for me. I know for some people this isn't crazy heavy weight, but for me, this was a 15-pound jump from the previous week, and it was a challenge to say the least. So again, for this one, at least getting down to parallel here, trying to get this one. Usually I like to keep these top sets closer to 8, so we are going to work with this weight until I hit this for 8. I believe we hit this for a top set of 6, but again, was a 15-pound jump, which for me, again, for somebody that I've trained for going on a dozen years here as of this summer, and a 15-pound jump in a week is a lot. So I was still happy with that. A little crooky there at the end, but we got it. And then abductor. This was another 5-pound increase here, but I actually lost a couple reps. The previous week I had done a top set of 8 at 5 pounds lighter, but at this point I was absolutely toasted in my session, so we did a top set of 6, but I'd rather overshoot than undershoot. Then we did some calves. See you in the outro. Leg A session in the freaking books, man. Oh, that was brutal. Absolutely brutal stuff. Great workout. Don't get me wrong, great workout, but just brutal. Not really a whole lot more to say, man. I mean, with legs, again, it's definitely, both my leg workouts are the most physically demanding workouts I have during the week, for sure. As they should be. I feel like they absolutely should be. But, yeah, it was a great session. Just definitely a tiring one, all the same, for sure. So, luckily, I got about 4 hours of outdoor work at my house done yesterday. So that was good. Probably not the best to do before legs, but didn't really have any negative carryover effects. So that's good. But, so now, got a little bit of work I'm going to do on my pool. And then, pretty much call it a day at that point. Yeah, kind of just chill. Don't have cardio. Just gonna kick back, relax. Already had my post-workout meal, so 3 meals in. Not at a terrible time. It's just now about 3:30. So I had my shake a few minutes ago. So not too bad. A little later than I'd like. I'm really trying to dial back the clock in the summer, try to be up no later than like 7 or 7:30 in the morning. Right now, even though I could sleep in a little bit later, it's just more for like meal timing, getting my food in earlier, because that's the only problem. Like when you get up later, it just means you're going to be eating later, so it's just kind of a meal timing thing. So every once in a while, getting up at 8 or 8:30, I don't think that's a big deal, but lately I've been getting up, between like 8:30 and 9 pretty much every morning, and, just a little, it's not every morning, but pretty close. It's just a little late, so time to wind that back, get reset a little bit, and go from there. It'll make it easier for when the school year starts up again, because I'll have to, be getting up pretty early on those days, 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, something like that. Probably, maybe close to 5:30. So, yeah, like I said, I'll just make it easier. So, anyways, yeah, man. That's about all I got. Not much more to say. I'm torched, so I'm just going to go home and get into some clothes that are not absolutely drenched. It feels like I just jumped out of a pool, and my clothes are, as heavy as some of the weight not as heavy as some of the weight I was moving. That's silly. But they're heavy. Very heavy clothes. But yeah, hard, heavy, grueling workout. Gotta love it, though. Was really enjoyable. So, yeah, definitely did dig it, man. Legs, again, it's just one of those workouts where it's fun to get that done. It's fun to be in it. It's also fun to get it done. Like, it's a satisfying feeling having a good strong leg workout, leaving the gym after legs. So you just are like, hell yeah, just got in there and crushed it, So anyways, if you have not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Guys, means a lot to me, means a lot to the continued growth of the channel. So thank y'all so much for tuning in and for watching. If you liked the video, make sure you drop it a like. If you really liked it, maybe even drop it a share. That'd be awesome. And if you have any comments, questions, feedback, anything like that, please feel free to let me know down in the comments section below. When I see it, I absolutely will respond to it. Make sure you look at my other short form content, both here on YouTube for my YouTube shorts. Throw those a like while you're there. Drop any comments. Let me know that you came from my long form videos here and that you're checking out my shorts. That's awesome. Definitely will give you a shout out. And yeah, make sure you check out my other content on my TikTok and Instagram. Make sure you give me a follow over there, particularly TikTok. I mean, I share my stuff on Instagram, but like, I don't have a really big following on either of those platforms, but especially on Instagram, it's more kind of my personal one. Regardless, make sure you go follow over there for sure on TikTok and Instagram. If you're looking for any one-on-one coaching, whether it be bodybuilding prep, lifestyle, you just need somebody to hold you accountable with weekly check-ins, get you a training and diet plan, whatever, or if you are just looking for a one-time training and diet plan, $50 each, that's it, and it's same day as long as it's before 8 p.m. Make sure you give me a holler on Instagram or on TikTok. Again, just at The Natty Teacher for both of those, all lowercase, or you can hit me up on my Gmail, just thenattyteacher@gmail.com, and I will hit you right back, because I have that link right to my phone, so I get notifications for that. So that's probably the easiest one, is if you hit me up on my email, but social media is fine. Yeah, looking forward to working with y'all. Anyways, hey man, most importantly, above everything, God bless. And for myself, the Natty Teacher, and the entire Natty family, this episode of Road to Natty Pro is out. I will catch y'all on the next one.